Hello guys, it's me. So, if you've seen the previous stream, you've noticed there have been a couple changes. Um, Starting with the lower bar, I've also made some improvements onto the overall quality. Hopefully it works. Maybe it's better, maybe it's worse. Only one way to find out. I've also made a change to the playlist. Maybe I should increase my volume a bit. Okay, now it should be better. Or I lower the music a bit. Okay, now it should be a bit better. So, like I said in the beginning, make a couple changes. Some you've just noticed, and here I am back onto DM-Pavilion 2, which I've been working on, and I am right where I left off in the previous stream. Although I was tempted to, I didn't modify anything except for one thing, which is adding a material and a decal just for my own self for future maps and stuff. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. So I was placing some ammo. So I was placing for the precision bio ammo. I don't know how many. I don't remember really how many. I think I put 3. One close to the weapon, one here, and one to the orange bridge. Yep. And I think it should be just those 3. Let me check. Yeah, only 3. As you can see, right where the box pop up, right above it, there's 3 objects, and it refers to bio ammo, the selected object, which in this case is the bio ammo. This time with me, I got some lacti to help me going on. I also play some 1 flak ammo, just a reminder for myself at the previous stream. And glowing crap. Let's go forward with shock ammo. Okay, shock rifle in a real tournament 4, in my opinion, is possibly the weapon which ammunition depletes the most. I really feel myself, especially in elimination games. Yeah, I am a shock fan, and I usually notice that shock rifle is a weapon I deplete the ammo the fastest, so I think in this particular case I'm going to put some more shock ammo. This kind of compensates the having the shock rifle, and then after 3 combos, if you don't pick up any ammo, or just 6 combos maximum, or you just waste some ammo, you find yourself after a few seconds just with an empty shock rifle. So I think I'm going to put some more ammo, and for the precision, I think I'm going to put some here close to the pillar. So we have 8 blocks, so I can put, yeah, I think that'll do. So that should do. So, as I said yesterday, I think in this map I'm going to put something like on an average 3 to 4 ammo per weapon, but I think with the shock rifle I'm going to go a bit higher. Yes, it's true. Once you've picked up the shock rifle and those two pickups, those two ammo, you're already full. But like I said, it depletes very fast, so I would put some more. Although not in this area. I think I'd put one close to the rocket launcher. I don't know. Just brainstorming some ideas. Maybe I could put here a rocket pad with shock core. Although it might risk to be a bit too powerful for my own taste. Oh, by the way, I also modified the playlist onto the player, because onto the previous stream and on the YouTube videos that I exported, I had some copyright infringement problems, and on Twitch some portions have been muted. So now I made sure that I only have music from a real tournament. They're not all of them are original soundtrack. Some are remixes. Some that I found from YouTube with download link provided, or some were provided to me by the artists. And yeah, so now I'm already on quota 3. I think I'm going to put 5 ammo in total, but I would leave them all separate, except for those two at the pillar close to the shock rifle itself. So I have 1, 2 here, 1 there. I don't know if it's worth it to put it right behind it here. Not entirely sure. But I think I can put one. I think I'll put it here. I don't know. I thought this would look like a good place for some sniper ammo. Could make use of this, although it's a bit too close. So here I can put 1 rocket, and here another rocket ammo. Can make use of the plaza here, but it's a bit well, not that much. It's a bit too close. This area, I think I would want to leave this area free. I don't know. Let's switch for the time being to the minigun, then I need to the Lincoln, sorry, and I'll need to remember to put shock rifle ammo, to put some more. So here I will definitely put the link ammo here. It's just basically yelling my name, yelling its name on there. think I would put some distance. Okay, so just a little bit here. No. No. Yes. So one is there. I will put one here. I think I'll be kind of limited with Link ammo and Stinger. I think I'll limit myself onto 2 pickups per gun because of their fire rate, and especially the minigun. If you can hold your crosser to the enemy, it's very easy to get massive damage, especially on a close range. So I will be kind of limited. And with the Link gun, it's pretty much the same topic, but yep, right in the middle. For the time being, I'll stick with 2. Then if I have more spaces, I might add some more. But for the time being, with the Link gun and minigun, I will stay very low on ammo count because I want to avoid minigun spamming. But this is more of a duel mindset rather than a team deathmatch mindset. Also because in team deathmatch, considering a 4v4, there are more players than weapons, so timing ammo is also kind of essential, and you need to be quite abundant with ammo in there. But I wouldn't also mind to see this map being played in duel. I mean, it's kind of big, let's be honest. It might be a bit too big for a duel, but I don't know, it has in some places a bit of a typical duel design, although its core idea revolves around the team game. I don't know. I want to keep the things somewhat balanced between team game and duel. It's kind of hard to make a decision here. Yeah, I think I'll stay with 2 for the time being. Then let's see how other stuff is spread. I might even add a grenade launcher, but there's a bio rifle already, so so here I can keep some space. I was thinking about adding 2 more vials here, possibly. Actually, to like vial, minigun, vial, and then the ammo a bit more spread, so that you would pick less by choosing one side. I think I'll do that, although there are already enough vials. Yeah, you know what, let's do that. Let's just do that. We're talking about 2 vials at the end, which, yeah, might make the difference between life and death, but it's kind of rare that it happens. And I want to keep it wide to make this bridge look a bit more homogeneous, and possibly I will add. Huh. You know what? I think I'll put the ammo here instead of the this bio ammo, and the bio ammo I think I'll move it a bit to the side. Although I can do like that. This minigun ammo, I'll move it to the corridor to the north. Here. Dope. What did I do? Put it up here, and I'll put it close to a rocket launcher ammo. This is basically the corridor to the rocket launcher. That should do the job. Yeah, I think here it's good. And now let's duplicate it. Yeah. Should be good. Now let's save. I just received a message. Sorry. Forgot to put the vibration mode onto my phone. Whoopsie. But hey, who cares? We're in a chill live, or if you're watching from YouTube, you're watching a chill video. It's more of a note video rather than being a proper stream of some sort. So we've done the bio, the shock partly, the link partly, minigun partly. I would go with a flak. And we've already put one here. With the flag I would go also 3 but no more. I think one here should be enough. Also because the flag cannon can potentially deal a massive amount of damage because of the spread. Because of all the Unreal version, Unreal games, the flak cannon in the real Terminator 4 Prey Alpha is by far the weakest in terms of rough damage. And numbers speak very clear on that. So, I think I'm gonna put it towards that wall. Actually, with 1 meter of distance, roughly. Let me actually turn it. Yeah, that should do the trick. Yeah, looks okay. And the map looks anyways slightly empty here, and this, I'm not really fond of it. I'm not truly fond of it. but this corridor is supposed to be just marginal. So in my head, I want this to be like inside a cave. Now I'm trying to justify some of the weird geometry going on here. And this part where the blue is should be right under a waterfall, and these braces should hold some cave ceiling of some sort, and the water would come off here roughly. And it should fall off here. So this small slant should be filled with water actually. Water which would go a bit further here, and it would fill the water until here. So here at the center I would do a small canal, small channel downwards. So this should be like a marginal area of the map, and not only under a physical level. And here it should be literally wide open with, I don't know, the ocean. It should be basically all inside a cave. This I had in mind. But this is more of a note to self. I didn't put the health vials here at the end, I forgot. So yeah, but there are, in this area there are enough, there's enough health. I mean, there are, you know what, I'll actually move those two here. I think the link ammo should be, the link ammo and then the subsequent armor should be a good enough justification for one to go through this bridge, especially if they spawn here, because it would be outright advantageous for them, because they could go up there directly for the shock, but if they don't find it, they can find either Lincoln here or the armor up here. Especially if you have good timing and a bit of luck, you can spawn here and have the armor there a couple seconds away. I think that's the shortest way, although I'm not sure yet. Yeah, that would be the shortest way. Or this one if you're willing to do a hammer jump. But if you spawn here, instead of doing a hammer jump, you can wait a bit longer and get the Lincoln and then maybe fight for the armor. That'll make more sense. That'll be a bit, actually a bit more convenient. But points of view. So now let's place right in the middle. I don't know if you guys heard it, there was a biker right downstairs here. Motorbiker. It was being very loud. Kind of broke the concentration here. Although the two health vials here yeah, it's still just the same. It's the same topic. It's just 10 HP, but still right at the other side. You get the shock ammo. But yeah, of course, the chances in a duel and even more in a deathmatch that they will spawn at the same time, all four, is quite unlikely, but still, if one can take control of this area, they will have a full shock rifle and a plus 10 every 20-30 seconds. Which might be a bit too overpowered. But I don't really want to put a plus 25 here and take one plus 25 off there. Although I can do a plus 25 here and the 2 vials and the plus 25 here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this instead. So I will replace these here. But this is just a rough positioning. Okay. So I'm going to put this one in place first. And then I'm going to place these 2 downstairs. So for the vial hunters, visiting this area might always be worth it, especially if you're close to 199. And in case you're, I don't know, at least 75 but not quite 100, you can always take this health back and the 2 ones to go up to 110, which is not bad. And it's not even that overpowered, even considering that you get the armor. I don't know how it would sound in that kind of scenario. That should be the spot. Getting a bit central. Yo! Yeah, that should do the job. Okay, so we are basically, so I can do, actually, that sounds a bit better for an idea. I can add 2 ammo spots here, one being here and the other one being here, where here I would put Link and Bio and Link, and here I would put Link and Flak. Although I think I'll actually go for Link and Rocket. I don't know which one is better or which one is worse. No. Yes, instead. But I'll go for possibly a sniper ammo here. Yeah, I think I'll go for a sniper ammo. Sniper is also quite a complicated subject because you basically need 1 ammo to go full, and it depletes quite slowly. But if you're in a team deathmatch and put only one sniper ammo pickup and there are more than one person in the same team with a sniper rifle, it's easy, it's very hard to, not to say stack up, but to keep a stable control over it. So I think I'll go for 2 sniper pickups, with one being there close to the Lincoln where I was, and the second one I think I'll put it here. Then it can always change just in case. But I need to find a place for the third flak. It's also quite a shame that I didn't make a good use of this path. Which could have actually been good for something. Like not quite sure. Here it would have been nice to add the health vials. Also because this area is becoming a bit too powerful with 4 ammo pickups, the armor, 125 and the health vials. So I can weaken it a bit with 125 here, 1 here, and the 2 vials, put it on this hallway. And maybe add 1 more, a third one. So perhaps you can spawn here, take the Lincoln, check if there's the armor. Also because from here, also with jump, you can check it. If there's not, you can go up here, go down the ramp here, take the vials, and if there's a shock rifle, pick the shock rifle. Or even if you spawn here, you can directly go here to take the vials and then drop down to take the shock rifle, if that makes sense. And even if you spawn here, let's say, now you have 2 choices. Also because if you spawn directly here, yeah, you already have 2 choices, but if you spawn directly here, first thought would be go to the Lincoln. It's in the side, in the line side. If you go behind the corner, you can pick up the flak cannon and perhaps go up there and take the 3 vials. But there's no real choice, not a real good motivation into going here in this area, which is quite a labyrinth. It's quite, I wouldn't say complex, but it's not just a hole. So putting something here would be quite a good motivator. But I cannot put health vials everywhere. I already have enough vials for my own taste, so I was thinking I could put 3 vials here and... But wait a second, I didn't put the 25 yet. I haven't put the 25 pickup. Oh damn it. This changes couple things. This does change couple things. I wouldn't put the 25 where the rocket launcher is because it would be really unbalanced. Also because that would force me to put the rocket launcher here. And it's not very nice. I would actually put the rocket launcher here, but it's too close to the shock rifle. Well, that close I wouldn't call it, but I can put the flak cannon. But there we have the explosives here. though. I also have place for the grenade launcher in case, which I think I would avoid because it's quite overpowered. Don't get me wrong, it's good for escape routes and everything, but you can the secondary, you can detonate it whenever you want basically, and direct hit is 90 damage, which is insane. It's easy. I find it very much easier to hit directly with a grenade launcher rather than with a rocket launcher. With a rocket launcher, yeah, you get 100 damage, but still, it's a rocket. You don't detonate it midair. This area is wide. It's extended, but it's empty. This is just a corridor, so it's fine. I'm so tempted to put a 25 here, but there's the 100 just right up there. I would. I don't want to switch the. I'm thinking about putting the rocket launcher here instead of the shock rifle. And if I put the shock rifle here, it would be 2 hit scans too close. So I would put the like this area, this point in particular. That will cost me the player start, but I can put something worth picking up here. Because basically this point right here, you can control it from up here. You can look at it from here. You can look at it from here. You can look at it from here. Obviously from above here. From behind here. But also, although marginally, from here and from here. And still marginally, they can take a good control from here as well. It has a lot of line of sight in here, so it's something. It's worth putting something in here. So let me select actually the weapon bases, because I might be actually putting. See, there's a hole right there. There's not much connection, and the rocket launcher and sniper rifle are way too close to each other. So now take an example from ASDF. The 50 and the 100 are basically almost on the same line. Although ASDF is not exactly a team deathmatch map, but I don't know what to do. Many people really underestimate the importance of the item placement in a map. You can have maybe the best geometry in the world, but if the item placement is done randomly, it will turn the map into a spam fest or something really, really crappy. In my personal opinion, this map has a okay-ish geometry, but with the item placement I can give it a plus. I'm not expecting it to go competitive or stuff, but I don't want it to be one of those maps that will be like the fashion of the day, and then the day after it's just forgotten again. So I want something balanced, and I'm seriously thinking about putting a weapon here, but then we would have already the Lincoln at the same level, although it's a bit harder to reach. Yeah, you can go through here, but it wouldn't be the smartest of the ideas unless you're quite stacked up and you're trying to prevent the enemy from getting the Lincoln, which might make some sense, or if you're timing it for a buddy in a team deathmatch. But most importantly, from here you get access to the flak cannon very easily. It's right there, and you can access it either by here, either from there or from there, and it's not optimal. But what I can do, and I think I'm actually going to do, is to move the 25 here, 25 health, that is. Which would give an escaping player reason to go for this way and possibly pick this up, which is quite a bit it's a bit overpowered. I may be trying to regroup too much stuff here. So I think I will replace these here. Those I was looking for. So that you get the 50 here, because you're escaping. And the vials are up there, so it's a bit slower the way to go. It's a bit longer, sorry. And I think I'd add this here, just 2 instead of 3, and here it should be good. Oh, on the wrong one. Like that, should be quite centered. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm going to put it here to get one player to actually use. This corridor, but still, there we have the +100. Problem is this area is too over. Got a nice U damage over there, but it's too close to the 100 armor. I could put the U damage. I can see actually U damage here, but then I cannot put the. I can make this one a 50. Put a weapon here and make of this 100 armor. So I can put the, but then the explosives are too close one to another. Okay, so shock rifle is one of the main weapons in the game. It's possibly the most widely used, so it would make sense if I put it in a place such as this one. It would actually make sense. So I can put the shock rifle here. Put the rocket launcher here. Put the U damage here. Here the 25. I'll go for 25 here. But then, give me a second. Okay, assuming I'll go for a U damage here. The 100 needs to be moved. And if it's to be moved, okay, let me save it like this for the moment. I need help. You've completed 6 achievements. A new day, new stream, and 5 more. Okay. Twitch just awarded me with an achievement. Very nice. Okay, here I would need some help. So if someone is watching, I could really use some help here. Okay, following this logic, I should definitely put something here. This is a sweet spot. But if we take example from deck test, which has even 2 shock rifles and 2 sniper rifles, like in comparison it would be like having here the shock rifle and here the U damage. But that area is not much of a sweet area. So if I am to put the U damage here, I need to put something small here, because I cannot avoid putting something here, I cannot avoid putting something here either. So what I would do is, best placement here, in my opinion, is a U damage here instead of there. But I would move, instead of 100, I'll put the 25. That leaves me with 100 armor to be placed and the grenade launcher. That would also look like a nice spot for the 100 armor. But here I would need to put a weapon, which is not an explosive. Hello, glitch. First comment here. I'm newbie, sorry, but I'm always open for suggestions. What you have in your mind can always be helpful for me. So I was saying, small recap. I've been saying that for like 15 minutes. So, you damage here, 25 here, then the 100 here, and here possibly a weapon which is not an explosive. A weapon which is not an explosive. The Lincoln. And instead of the Lincoln, I would put the rocket launcher. Which is even worse. Ah, damn it. I don't know how to set that. Like, I'm also tempted to just take the Lincoln and put it here. But then this area would be empty without a weapon, and there would be no real reason to go through here. I want to make sure that in a game the players use as most paths as possible, but also have something to earn upon choosing said path. So far... Oh! Something happened. I made something. I don't know what, but I made something. Give me 1 second. Okay. You should still be able to see the viewport. Theoretically. I don't know, something popped off. Okay, never mind. So the U damage and 25, it sounds okay. But then I'd be left without the 100 armor, which would look good in here. It would look good in here for the same reason why the rocket launcher would look good in here. You can get it. It's fairly protected, but still. People can tend you ambushes from here. From here. Or if you're coming from this side, from here. Or if you're coming from the bridge, let's say enemies here going for the shield belt, I prevent it before it spawns, and then I come in here, you can just come back up here and go around, take the sniper rifle, and if you take the bridge, you can go around. Instead of taking the sniper rifle, I can stop here and I will prevent the armor as well, but then the 100 armor and the shield belt would be too close. So this is actually a better spot for the rocket launcher rather than the 100 armor. So the rocket launcher stays there. I could put the 100 armor here, but still, same thing, too close to the shield belt. This is a good spot for either the U damage, or the Kego health, or the shock rifle. Nothing else. And this area should actually be used, because it's basically the center of the map. I was even thinking about getting the shield belt here, but I don't know. I actually like the risk of the shield belt here, because it's a close area, it's marginal, and if you make a mistake, if someone has some explosives or something that can boost you out, you can either fall away into the bridge or fall off the map directly. Or if you're unlucky and the enemy has a shock rifle, you can enter from away and the other one can get your combo from the other side and deal massive amount of damage, making this area quite a risk and an area you want to stay in the least possible, which is something which idea I actually like. It's a bit of a punishment to stay onto this spot, and I think it's good for the shield belt. So here I would either put the U damage or the shock rifle. But here's the thing, the U damage is okay here. It's not a bad choice. But I kind of feel that having a map with the U damage at the center of it can be not optimal. So I would put it here, but then shock rifle there, U damage here. Which is but then if I think shock rifle, U damage, 25, I'm starting to think maybe putting the U damage here is not that good of an idea. I could make use of a weapon. But which weapon? The only one that I have left in the repository, which I didn't put yet, is a grenade launcher. But if I put the grenade launcher here, I'm closer to another explosive weapon, the flak cannon. Unless I could switch the grenade launcher with a bio rifle and just put the bio rifle here and the grenade launcher up here. So we have an explosive weapon even here. We have the hit scan on one side here, the other one here, which is pretty nice. So if we're having team death matches and teams are separated into two locational areas, one area would get one explosive and one hit scan, as well as Lincoln, and the other half would get one explosive, one hit scan, and possibly either the flak cannon or the minigun. I'm actually starting to think I should really put the grenade launcher here and the bio rifle here, which is close to the 100 armor, but the bio rifle isn't an extensively used weapon. However, it can be a better choice than an enforcer, especially in close areas with the big blobs. So I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm actually going to put the bio rifle here. And the grenade launcher here. So we have two explosives. So we have explosives a bit spread, as well as the hit scan and the so-called semi-automatic, let's call them, or fully automatic. So it's a bit more spread, which is quite preferable than having one area totally dedicated to one sort of weapon, and you get the idea basically. Okay, now trying to find a good center for it. Actually thinking about putting it here. Yeah. So bio rifle here, which would also justify the ammo here. Here we would obviously have the grenade launcher instead, ammo. Then I would put one bio here. On the bridge. I think I'll put it here instead and get roughly a distance. Should be here. That it looks a bit uniform. No, it looks a bit too close, actually. Yeah, because the distance is double. So I would do. Yeah, like that. I think that would be okay-ish. I forgot about the ammo. These two, which I would put right behind here. Or one here. No, here's a big rewarding, a quite rewarding place, to be honest. So if someone stays here to claim a reward, they should also be disposed to sacrifice a bit of time for it. So I'll go for this. So they can pick up the shock rifle, then go around the pillar, take the ammo and go away. I was even thinking about the lightning gun, but I'm not going to put it. Lightning gun is more of a... I'm kind of afraid to say that. It's a bit more of a blitz weapon. I don't want to get hurt. But I don't quite see it in a team deathmatch. For now. Also because we actually do have enough weapons. But what I'm thinking about is swapping the U damage on the shock rifle and get the U damage there, but it's quite there at the center. No, not quite pleased with the idea. So going this one should be replaced. that one. I'll put it here. Close to the link gun, the minigun ammo. And in between I put the rockets. So there's plenty of ammo here, and the player is a bit more motivated into going here also because of the rocket launcher and then the 50. I want to, in case the player finds themselves up here, I want the player to find this way a more viable option. Also because of the placement, because you can go also up here and either fight again for the belt or go up, get some health, take the sniper, and then either go back there or take the flak cannon. While here you don't basically have much of a choice. You go up here, yes, you get the grenade launcher. Did I set it as a yeah? Then yeah, you take the teleporter to go to the shock rifle. Yeah. Although the teleporter on the way back is kind of useless because you can just go up here and jump. On the way up there, it's useful. But on the way back, I think I can actually... I think I can actually take it off. I don't really have much use for it. I think it's better like this. So we have 2 grenade launcher ammo, 3 bio rifles, for the moment 3 shocks, should be 3 shocks, yeah, 2 link guns, 2 miniguns, 2 flak cannon, so I would add now the 3rd flak cannon ammo. We have 1 in that area, 1 in this area. Would make sense to put it up here, close to the grenade launcher. Just like that. Then grenade launcher, we have 2. 2 should be more than enough. So now let's switch on to the rockets. So first off, I set a rocket here. That's good. Rocket here. And I'll go for a third, which I would not put here, because here I'll put the sniper. And not even here. Oh, but I don't have ammo close to the bio rifle. So I would move the bio rifle there and put the rockets here. No, I don't want the brush, I want the bio ammo. Which I can put here. I think I'm gonna like it there. This side is slightly shorter than this side. So we have 3 rocket launchers, now the sniper ammo. Obviously. I would leave the path here free, but I would put 1 ammo here. Just 1. Like this. that be okay. Sniper rifle, sniper ammo to the window. Also because if someone is trying to predict the enemy movement and the enemies get in the sniper rifle, they can always get a combo here or some splash damage through here, through the small window. Yeah, I think that would be nice. Like that. And one is there. The second one I said I would be putting it here. On second thought, the sniper ammo here is not really good. Huh. I can make a small slant here to make the... No, maybe not. I'd rather not. Because on the other way around is going to be a bit harder to do the dodge wall dodge trick. Okay, so that should be okay. Can I count all the ammo together? No. But I can select the different guns. So, going with order. Bio, shock, ink, grenade, back, sniper. Only minigun and rocket launcher are missing. No. Okay, so air rifle I have 3, shock rifle I have 3, Lincoln I have 2, minigun I have 2, grenade launcher I have 3. Oh, I can use the list there. I have 3, I have 3, I have 3, 2, 2, I have none. I have 3, I have 3, or 4. I have 3, and I have 3 of those. I have 2 snipers. 5. I have 2. I've got only 2, so but I think we're actually fine like this. So we've done we have done the item placement. Now let's start with some basic lighting. It's time to switch to lit. Okay, the lighting there is a bit weird. Okay, one trick here, you can rely a lot onto the atmospheric light and the light source as well. Okay, one thing I always do is increase the indirect lighting intensity, because it will make the darker areas a bit brighter. In a video that I've seen from Clovis, Sydney Clovis Achberger, he usually puts it somewhere around 10 and 15, so I'm going to try it in 12.5. Yeah, you should see everything black, it's normal. And then I will be rebuilding the lighting, and I'll be all actually, not only the lighting. That should take some time. No importance volume found, and the scene is so large that the automatically synthesized volume will not yield good results. Please add a tightly bounding light mass importance volume to optimize your scene's quality and lighting build times. Okay, so basically this is what the indirect lighting intensity does, quite roughly. But as you can see, just like the error log mentioned, it's not of the best quality. I'm not sure adding an importance volume will lighting importance volume will fix this, but I think it would definitely make an overall better quality. So I'll go light mass importance volume. I'm going to put it to 000 positioning. Location. And then I'm going to select the size of the biggest brush that I have, which is 12,100, 9,900 and 4500. Then another thing we want to do, in case you guys like to play with the bots or want to practice it offline or case you're interested in a map or you cannot find it anywhere online, you might want to do some pathing, which is really simple, but I don't remember what's the actor that triggers it, so I need to check other maps to check it out. But first off, let's focus on the lighting. Let's do one thing at a time, then the small things we'll do it later. This is important because it basically adds one brush which you can cover the whole map with, and it will build all the bot pathing for the bots, which basically give the bots an overview of the map as well. And does it look any better? Don't quite notice much of a difference, but I am yet to do all the lighting still. Yeah, it looks slightly better, but slightly. So let's save it here. I was saying, and that one is also useful for the online players because thanks to that brush for the bot pathing, players will be able to see the minimap, which is kind of important. I finished my tea while it was cold. So, one thing about the lights is, yeah, you put a light bulb actor, but then since the engine is a good engine, you'll see obviously the light source reflection on the wall, as you can see right there. Gonna zoom it in here. That slightly brighter area, that is a reflection of the light source. So obviously just putting the light close to a wall just like that, it was made on purpose. It's not the best thing to do. So where roughly the light source is coming from, you might want to put an actual static mesh, a light static mesh, or create a brush with lights so that it looks a bit more realistic, but that's a bit more in the detail. We're not focusing onto that, we're just focusing on to making the map look playable. But before doing any internal lighting, I am yet to play with this. So I said we would be in a cave, possibly, but I want these areas here, this one and possibly this one, to be open where you can see the sky so that we could use some natural light as well. And here all rocks, static meshes until here roughly, so you can see also the rocks coming in from here. But another thing I really want is the sun to be coming from here, so that this area is well lit and I don't have to do anything else. Like this. It would probably lit the map less, but obviously you can adjust it. And I also would like it to be somewhere in the night. So we are going to play a bit with the light. Obviously you can adjust the light source angle, which apparently does not work. one important thing, you always want the light to be affecting the world, the light source, because otherwise the whole map will be black, and it will be black. Obviously you also want it to be casting shadows, otherwise it will look crappy. I'm not sure yet about what I'm doing. I think I'm actually I'm actually playing with the wrong actor. Yeah. With that I will play also with the sky. You see, you can play with the sun like that. And the fog eventually if you want a foggy map, but I don't want it. And the distance, I don't know if it's the distance from the sun or no. Just messing up with the colors because I'm skipping something. I'm missing something. Not sure what I'm missing, but I'm missing something. Okay, I think yeah. Okay. So basically I've removed the directional light actor so that I can independently move the sky sphere. So I would can even make a black hole like that. But we want no sun. Aha, wait a second. Yeah, the position has changed, so you will go accordingly. Okay, like I said, I wanted to be in the night. Just to show something. Opla. Sorry for that. You can even customize the sky. Just showing up some settings and experimenting a bit with those. I'm a bit noobish into the Unreal editor for lighting system and the lights in general. So what I'm doing now is slightly, so to speak, random. So theoretically you should be able also to color the clouds, but it's not happening. But who cares? I'm not here to color the clouds. Oh, right. Okay, so now the sun should be somewhere in the middle. But I obviously want the sun to be on the other side, so I'm going to turn it 180. So it should be there. Yeah, it is there if you see it. And one thing to better customize the sky, colors determined by sun position. So for example, if we want a black sky, we can have a black sky. But what I want is a slightly darker sky. I want it a bit gray. I think I'll do something like a cloudy weather at first. And obviously the horizon color would be also like this. Should be something sad. Then what I wanted to show before, the clouds. If you want something a bit unrealistic, you can have purple clouds. here we can have something a bit reversed, making blue clouds, but this in order to invert the cloud sky things. Basically I would pretend that the clouds are actually the sky and the background would be all clouds, but it doesn't look really nice. Actually, so basically this is what I've been looking for the whole time. Like overall this color, obviously way less saturated. A lot less saturated. Just a slight tint. But then the clouds are like that, so I think I'll go the sky being like that. Yeah. And here the horizon fall off. Basically, the influence that the horizon has, at the minimum, the horizon will cover the sky, but then it will go slowly to slower. Go slightly to the sides, but I'll put that to default. Then, cloud opacity, you can always make an extremely cloudy weather. But it's not what I want. 0.7 is also a bit little. 1.15. You can also make the speed. I'll go for 0.75. And the sun brightness, I'll make it, yeah, 4 looks good. And now actually playing with the sun, I don't know what that sound was. Okay, atmospheric fog. No. Okay. And light color. No. I'm gonna use the picker. So light color. Oh yes, I can. that, but obviously a lot less saturated. Should just give the tint. And the angle. Let's leave it like that, the angle. Temperature, that in case you want to use the temperature. In color temperature in Kelvin of the black body element. So going higher, it would be a much colder color until it reaches blue, and vice versa. Okay, so I think I'll go, no, 7,000, yeah. But maybe with a bit more in direct lighting intensity, I'll go for 13.5. No, this I don't really need. I read light shaft, no. Okay, let's build and see. Not really satisfactory. The light source is coming from there, still. So I have to adjust the angle anyways. So where was light source angle? Or should be that. Let's see how it is like this. And while it's building, I'll take something to eat. Okay, so the map check says no errors and no warnings, which is always a nice thing to see. It should actually be a standard. Okay, so going to be noisy, but I'll mute my microphone while I'm chewing. I gather some crackers here. but it says load errors for can't find file for asset, can't find file for asset. So failed to load metal wall, default materials for some static meshes. Alright, so now it looks a bit more intense. As for lighting, for a second I muted the wrong one. Sorry for that. And here's the default light actor that I've placed. So now let's have an overview. Yeah, in here it's pretty dark. So I would want to increase furthermore the indirect lighting intensity. I think this time I'll go for 15 and let's rebuild. Okay, map check complete, 1 error. Ah, okay. I was about to worry. Okay, this happens if you put too much indirect lighting. Get some geometry related lighting artifacts, which is not nice to see, of course. So I would reduce it to 14.5 at first, and let's rebuild. We're going to have to deal a bit with build and rebuild during this phase, especially with lights. The artifact's still there. This guy's a bit too saturated in my opinion. Yeah. Should go like this. So now I have problems with default actors for lighting. So I will take some from another map, which is ASDF. Also because I like the light actors there. So I'll copy just one light actor and I'll keep building from there, because there is a setting which is turned on or turned off by default, which prevents me from putting too many lights close one to another. And it will basically turn the icon from a light bulb to a light bulb with a red cross in front of it. And the editor will not count that light. I don't know how to fix it, so I will just copy one light from a map from the editor, from the developers, and I'm going to open a SDF. Huh? There was a... Wait a second. Ah, restricted assets. And let it open. Okay, so let's base the light, and I would start from the area where the generators are, the generators, the fancy, these things are. Don't even know how to define them. And what I would want to make here is an interval of lighting to make quite a contrast. I don't know if it makes if it gives out an idea. Basically, the global lighting is cold, so I want to put some warm lights inside. But these ones at the pillars, I'm going to put some light posts, some static meshes, and that will make a bit of contrast, because here there are blue emitters and then there are two warm lights. So attenuation radius is basically that big circle that you see. Since this is going to be a small light, we want to reduce it. And intensity, this is very important. There you go. Those will be our first lights. We will build a lot with lighting, like I said. So it doesn't make quite a difference, but they are supposed to be small lights, and in here then I will add bigger ones. I think I will add 2 every panel, but I don't know if I can actually make them glow. Not sure if I have that knowledge. I need to explore the settings. So first off, I would position them. Okay, so we have the lights here. I will go for it. Lower intensity and obviously light color being a bit more saturated. I don't know. No, maybe less. And obviously of a matching color, and attenuation radius I would, I don't know, maybe it's a risk to double it, but let's see how that is. Yeah, you can see the two light sources basically. So I think I would do better just put one in the middle, which is roughly here, and get it a much bigger attenuation radius. But obviously this does not cast those shadows there, as it's not supposed to. So I would put it a bit. I've just adjusted the chair if you heard some noises. Just messing up with the lights at the moment. Just concentrating, so that's why I'm being a bit silent. Yeah, as you can see, you can clearly see the light source going there. But if I put the lights away, it will get a much brighter area, as you can see. what if I don't make that? It should actually. Indirect lighting intensity. It does have it, so I can just. That. Just try in extremes. Please don't crash. Yeah, you can see the light source being there a bit less, but it's still quite there. Unless I move those out a bit. That doesn't quite make any difference. So... I'm still experimenting. I'm not quite sure what to do here. Can actually convert the actor to be a spotlight. Let's put it like that. So, outer cone angle. Let's see how it is. Although I don't think it's going to be any good. And nothing. So, delete. I think I will actually leave them like this. After all, they're only emitters. Oh, come on, I've done pretty well so far. So I think, if I must, okay, it looks at least a bit more uniform, but I would reduce the attenuation radius to 250. And possibly increase the density like this. Or like that. Let's see if I can make it bolts. Light profile. No, this IES, which I don't even know what that is. Let's see. I have quite a good feeling about it. Yeah, well, as in detail, it looks a bit better, but let's increase then the intensity. It looks better. It does look better. Not best, but better. Okay, now I'm going to apply the change. Here as well. Let's see. Well, the change isn't that big, to be fair. But it does give those panels a bit of life. You can see it especially here on the floor. So now let's add it here, and I think I would make one here as well at this panel. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But then obviously I will have to rebuild everything. not just the lighting. But I am more than fine with that. How much space was there? Ah, 50 centimeters. So maybe I can fit two actually. Okay, 50 centimeters. Oh, misalignment. Okay, now it's good. Let's see how that is. Like this. I have 3 blocks there and 2 here. That should be fine. But I have to make it lower. I have to build it 25 centimeters lower. So that I have some space there. And now build all. Okay, this was a totally black area, if you remember. Now let's see how it is with those small lights, if it actually makes a difference from a totally pitch black area. It does. It's just slight, but oh, it gives at least some life. These panels, I will add them somewhere around the map as well. Those will not be the only places where I'll add them. I think I will actually put them here as well. Let's actually see how it is. Material. This is a material that I created. Put it red. Like this. Let me save in the meantime. And I have to add those lights there. And now this is going to be a bit confusing. I don't know, you guys, if you're watching, you can tell me in the comment section if you're watching live or through YouTube. You can tell me what you guys think. I'm very open to suggestions. Like I always say, pretty much. And here I would add a spotlight right from here. I think I'll add 2 spotlights to give a wide light effect. Also because I don't know if you can see it very much. Maybe you can see it better like this. It's a curved light. This is a curved light source. The ones in the ceiling here. So I would just copy one. Put it here at the center of the second. Like this. And then I'll convert it to a spotlight. Roughly like this, with a bigger cone, obviously more intense light. Like outer cone angle, I would do 66. Attenuation radius, yeah, that should do the trick. And obviously intensity, 5000, the default. Okay. But since they are a bit let me put them higher. I think that should be fine. Since the blue is a bit more it's a bit brighter. It's a bit more cyan, so to speak. I think I'll go for this light color, and then I'll build the light into to see how it is. So we hit the 2 hours and 30 minutes mark, guys, already. I keep trying to keep each episode, each stream around roughly 3 hours long. Although no guarantees. I don't know how many episodes it will take. I don't know how much time. But the lighting has always been for me quite a bit of a problem. I've never been good with the lighting, so this is possibly the hardest part for me. Yeah, it is it is actually a bit better than just dark, but I would really like the lights to be way brighter, and I think I should replace this texture with an emissive actually. Let's see if this one is good. Oh. No, that's pretty bad. This is even worse. Yeah. And these spotlights, I should make them even less saturated. And the light a bit more intense. Yeah, this should go, and then here I put very close to white lighting. This. Now I don't have to really to worry about light source positioning, so I can just put this one here. Intensity. This one even less saturated. Attenuation radius should be maybe it's a bit too big. Okay. And this I'll copy, basically. Ah, I've built the wrong one. Yeah, well, nice. Okay, save. Let's see in-game how it looks. This is the first. This is the first gameplay simulation that I get for the stream. Yeah, well, actually, in-game here you can see the difference. You do see it. You can literally see that it's not just one plate, but there with just emissive material. Here you can also see some difference. Now you get to see a bit of the proportions. Damn, it's loud. Okay, I won't shoot anymore. Yeah, so basically This is the lighting preview. Now here I have bigger emissive and quite a bigger light source, and here I will put a big, very big spotlight, and here bigger brothers of these lights here, these babies here. So I'm going to do that right away. I don't know if doing like this actually works, but I'll try it anyways. Ah, so this one is misaligned. Interesting. Yeah, I'll make... I'll experiment like this. There's no notable difference. So maybe I should put this one a bit closer. This one looks a lot unlit. This one looks better, but there's still that ball at the center, which I'm not really fond of. But let's go with the higher one. And then the one in the middle, this will be a bit tendent to the yellow, but just slightly, and it will be a lot more intense. Yeah, I think like this. And a bit more compact. much better. Then I would add a similar light. Now actually lighting up the things. I would add one here. But I would do it in a way that the whole pillar looks like they're I'll make it like that. In the pillar there are multiple lights, like this phase has a panel full of lights basically. And I'll make them, I think I'll make the color actually colder. Yeah, that's perfect. So I would put one light which is roughly 50 centimeters under the bridge, which is not that. I think I'd do better from front. It's kind of confusing. God, there are so many lights. Should be this one. Yep, that's the one. And the other one, which is roughly here. Yeah, this one should be good. And let's build. Then I'm not done yet. I will add here 2 lights from this one. This one came pretty well, I would say. So I would add roughly at the center. Like this. Oh, made build geometry. Tiredness is starting to strike. I think I'll finish this room real quick and then I think I'll close the stream. Okay. Now this one looks better lit. Although I don't really like the tone of these. It's a bit too saturated, in my opinion. A bit less. Just a tiny little bit. Did I spot something? No, it's reflection. It's not a glitch, I hope. No, it's not. Yeah, well, it is, but it's very, very tiny. It's acceptable. Then one light of these. Right below here. I should actually make it centered. Think, yeah. It's not exactly centered, but yeah, much better. So I should also move these. Or not. No? No, this is good. Should actually make that a bit more intense. I don't want it to be too intense either. Ah, always the wrong one. I always click the wrong guy. Yeah, very nice. But now I want to work onto the teleporter because then I'll do the lighting there as well. And I already know what to put there. And it would be doorway. No, it's not this one. No, it's not this one, but it looks very nice. Oh, come on, where is it? Banished? Come on, it cannot be. Well, I think I'll look for it off camera, maybe tomorrow. And with this image, I'll close the stream. And I thank you guys for watching. And I hope we all learned something. Both you all and I, hopefully. And I'll come by the next time. I'll resume the mapping project. The next time I'll open the editor to edit on this map, I'll hit on OBS and Twitch, and I'll go live so that those who are interested can watch on it. Cheers, guys.